We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Touch, 180.
Check, 48, come on. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check.
Hell, you won. It was orange.
48, come on. 48.
On first down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, you know, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory. Third and long. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Bang, bang.
They're going to 53.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
This is Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 43.
We're going to 53.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30. The 33-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shoot! Watch that.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 26.
Now Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go, Todd. Nice play.
Watch the screen. Take 4.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now it's gone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. The tackle there by Mark Barron. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Josh Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all time.
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
DC.
Let go, defense. Here we go.
Now Goff on 1st down. And it's caught for a Rams touch. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Check four. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from her. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and he's going to return. Yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
14.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it'll be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. Second and goal. To throw is Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
58, right over.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
You got nothing.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man there is Malone. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, you think about the two quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott. And, of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th round, pick number 135. But Dak would take home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Fear not, though, for Jared Goff. He would recover, of course, and lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53 in that eventual loss to the Patriots. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check 13. Check 13.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Kill. Everybody kill.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, alert 3. Check 3. Switch. Jam.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Check safety. Showing it. Check 24. Kill. Shift.
Here we go. Going to 54.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
76. Tell him. 76.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Rams 42, Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A first down carry by Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Defense all day. All day. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Now Prescott. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It's a gain of 5. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. On second down, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All day. All day.
It's caught. Cooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 50. Check 50. Undercrunch. Undercrunch. Undercrunch.
Going to 53.
They'll run it with Elliott. Stiff-armed him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Check 3. Check 3.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys. Get a bit closer. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Another carry now for Gurley. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 6.
Super one. Super one.
Check curls. Check curls. Hey.
Following the fumble recovery. Gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ric Flair. X3.
Again they run with Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. That'll be a gain of 16. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Cooper was the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go. 180.
Check 48, the mic.
Value 1.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Goff going to throw it. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Value three. Go, go.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Silver. Hey, watch this.
We're going to 54. Why?
Check. Switch.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Marr on for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
We go, Todd. 180.
Man up, D.
What's up?
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Todd, 120.
16, 16. Watch 16.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.